Naturally, you need a fuck ton of gold in Nioh. Reforging and soul matching costs a lot, and that's pretty much what you end up doing for the most part of your late game experience. Not to mention the Book of Whatever, the one that allows you to respec resetting all of your points and Emrita. It caps at 1 million, making it pretty tough to afford if you don't have a dedicated route for farming gold. Costs quickly add up, and if you want to min-max your William, you gotta have a fat wallet. So today we talk about fat wallets. Now, some guys on the internet suggest you to run Request from Nioh, one of the early game side quests that requires you to chase one of the 3 chests on the level for 1/10 of a million per run. It's not really bad, and it's probably the best option you can have if you're out of the internet. However, compared to what I will suggest, it's pretty fucking terrible and considered a waste of time if there's a way for you to get an internet connection going. My suggestion is Revenant farm. Obviously the requirements for it are a bit higher, actually a lot higher. You have to have an internet connection, which is a luxury, especially in the place where I'm from, and you need a good side quest unlocked, one that is suitable for Revenant farm. But the payout is worth it. The payout is fucking incredible. There are several tricks to it that will help you to maximize the payout. First one is getting better sell prices from the blacksmith waifu. You need 20 patronage points to max it out. The more you spend, the more points you get. It starts with around 5 points per million, then it goes up higher and higher. However, you can get at least 10 points for free whenever waifu changes her dress to the golden one. The condition for that is spending around 10 million. So yeah, you can see how it adds up to the high requirements. Next thing you need is to unlock a suitable side quest. If you're struggling with revenants, I suggest you to pick a side quest with a shrine nearby, so that you can restock cheese stuff after killing a revenant. If you don't struggle that much, then you can pick up any side quest that features tough enemies so that other players die, thus spawning revenants. Now, my personal favorite for that kind of stuff is the endgame side quest called The Inheritance. There are usually around 10 to 15 revenants on the stage, so you get in, slay them all, and leave for the starting point. On average, I spend around 5 minutes dealing with all those dumb revenants, and it's pretty easy. There are various ways to cheese revenants if you really struggle with them, depending on what weapon you have. The easiest way to go about it is to just stack up the buff talismans like Sloth and then use them. Another thing that I feel like is important to mention is that from what I've heard, the higher the level gap between you and the revenant is, the more items it will drop. As you can see, I'm getting 4 to 5 items per revenant. For this run I kept my character at level 100, with the revenants being mostly over 120. So if you are serious about farming, you can get one book, reset your level, and just keep the Emrita on you, running around with base stats, till you finish the farming process, and then you can revert back. Simple as that. Now it's time to talk about payout. So you get 4 to 5 divine items per revenant, with at least 10 revenants per run. That's at least 40 divine items, which means that you can get either 40 divine fragments for crafting and reforging, which is awesome, or you can sell those divine items. Now, something that I must mention is that do not sell divine fragments, because you will be losing gold. If you don't need materials, just sell the gear like that, no need to break it down. Now, if you run the quest through, in addition to divine stuff you get from revenants, you also get shitty quest reward and 80,000 in gold, which is pretty cool. Selling all those divine items with maxed out sell bonus nets you around 1 million in 5 minutes. Now, another cool thing that is worth mentioning is that you also get glory points for killing revenants, which means that not only you're farming endgame resource and or gold, you're also farming glory points that you can spend later on fancy transformation or something like that. So yeah guys, that's about it. That's pretty much the most efficient way to get divine fragments, divine items, or just gold. Fuck the chest farming, let's just do it the way true samurais operate. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.